Get ready for the dictation in 3, 2, 1, start. The contesting respondents had already filed a revision challenging the impediment order, which remained pending and was ultimately dismissed, directing the parties to appear before the settlement officer. Consolidation stop. A transfer application was also moved by the petitioner before the Consolidation Commissioner, and the appeal was ultimately decided on 30/8, 2010, setting aside the order of the Consolidation Officer and remanding the matter back to him for decision afresh. Stop. It is this order which was assailed by way of two revisions, and the same have been dismissed. Wide order dated 31/1, 2011 impugned herein. Stop para. Shri Rajneesh Rai, learned counsel for the petitioners, vehemently submitted that there was no ground for the settlement officer consolidation to have condoned the delay in filing of the appeal, inasmuch as the notification under Section 52 of the Act had taken place on 23rd March 1991, and there was no occasion for entertaining the appeal in relation to such an objection after such a long time. Stop. He further contends that the alleged compromise was a valid compromise, and it had also been signed by the respondent number 5. Stop. In such a situation, this aspect has completely escaped, which was essential, as the respondent number 5 had full knowledge of the proceedings as well as the sale deeds in favor of the petitioners, but no steps were taken for seeking any declaration in relation to the sale deeds of the petitioners before the appropriate forum. Stop. He further contends that the name of the petitioners had already been entered into revenue records under the orders of the Tehsildar, which have not been challenged, and therefore the petitioners have acquired a legal right over the land in dispute, which cannot now be reopened by the consolidation officer on the basis of the remand order. Stop. He therefore submits that the orders of the Deputy Director of Consolidation as well as the Settlement Officer Consolidation deserve to be set aside. Stop. Shri Rajneesh Rai further contends that the revision has been dismissed, treating the order of the Settlement Officer Consolidation to be not final between the parties as an interlocutory order, which is also an erroneous approach in law, and so far as the aforesaid observation of the Deputy Director of Consolidation is concerned, the order of the Settlement Officer Consolidation is not an interlocutory order. Stop para. It is evident that there was no substantial delay on the part of the contesting respondents, inasmuch as the order, which was sought to be set aside in appeal, was dated 19/8/1997. Stop. In such a situation, the settlement officer consolidation was perfectly justified in condoning the delay and entertaining the appeal. Stop. On the merits of the claim, it is evident that a compromise was being made. The basis for the order dated 19/8/1997. Stop. The respondent number 3 admittedly was not a party to the said compromise, even if his natural father has signed the name. Stop. The respondent number 3 was not claiming his rights through his natural father but on account of his share being the alleged adopted son. Stop para. Shri K. R. Sirohi, learned senior counsel for the contesting respondent, therefore is right while making his submissions that the consolidation officer, while proceeding to dispose of the matter, ought to have taken notice of all the prospective heirs of the deceased Srimati Sona Devi, and therefore the consolidation officer fell in error by not issuing any notice to the respondent number 3 before having proceeded to accept the alleged compromise and decide the objections. Stop. The other contention of Sri Sarhoi has also to be accepted inasmuch as on the point of delay the order itself was passed by the consolidation officer on 19/8/1997, long after the denotification. Stop. The issue raised by the learned counsel for the petitioners that the matter has been decided much after the denotification in 1991 has therefore no substance. Stop. Thank you.